What's up, cool people? My name's Matt. Today I am reviewing a game called Clicker Heroes. Let me get signed in here real quick. I don't actually have the game music going. This is just my own in the background. But for anyone who has played a clicker game, like, I don't know, Cookie Clicker, Tap Titans, anything of that sort, you'll kind of get the general gist of what's going on here. I think, honestly, the best place to have my webcam is, like, right around here for this. Normally kind of an odd placement, but it's not in the way of anything here. So, the general gist of how it works is, you know, you get enemies that pop up on the screen, you know, a bit, like, up in that direction of where my webcam is. As the enemies get defeated, you get gold. You spend the gold on different, like, heroes, which are basically allies that help you defeat other enemies quicker. And they also get, like, different stat boosts and abilities and stuff. Any abilities show up on the left here. You can also use those sometimes to at least add some further boost, generally temporary. But you get all these kinds of heroes, and I'm not even at the end of the list once I get all the way down here. Now, one of the things I kind of appreciate about this game specifically is they add, like, little descriptions of everything that can be kind of amusing at times. Like, if you notice in that, you know, description box right above me, it describes Sid and, you know, who she is, stats about her, and that kind of stuff. Any number nerds could probably appreciate a game like this. And you also get descriptions of the boosts and the abilities. And there's actually kind of a bit of story to go along with some of them. A little background info on the game. Sometimes even just the names of the characters end up being kind of funny. Like, broil in the oven. Fire mage. Broil, like, hot oven. Yeah, anyway. Eventually you get some, like, almost Power Ranger looking ones, and there's some of them are intentionally referential. But anywho, I digress. So anyway, as you earn money and stuff and get through the heroes, eventually you get this ability from one of them that allows you to ascend, start the world over, but you get what are called hero souls, which you generally spend on these things. And those will give you permanent boosts for, you know, future times through the world. So these things are called ancients that give you that. You can purchase more as you go. There's, I don't know how many ancients, but quite a few. A lot of number stuff in this tab. Now, I actually originally played this like on a website on my computer. Actually, probably initially on like an old laptop of mine or something. But anyway, so yeah, let me real quick here level up a few characters. Especially at this point, I tend to just go in increments of 100 levels, because, you know, it's less just, you know, sitting there pressing the button to level them up all the time. Now, I am, you know, somewhat impressed with the way that they transitioned this over to a console layout version and that kind of stuff. The way that you just go through the tabs is with the bumpers on Xbox. I accidentally hit the trigger, which will let you go through different, like, levels and stuff. You can also get these things, which will automatically click stuff for you. Hello, Helix. Now, when I played this, on my computer, on the website, I could actually download like an auto-clicking, you know, program on my computer to basically do the auto-clicking stuff for me. There wasn't really much of a need to purchase the auto-clickers in the game like I have here. But there's not really that workaround on the console version, which, you know, kind of makes the game run more like it's supposed to anyway. Alright. Skills have all been used up. I'm gonna go ahead and disable the auto-clickers too. Because, okay, so like some of these ancients will specifically... I'm trying to find one here. Like this one, you specifically get more gold when idle, which means when you're not clicking. The general point of this game is just to keep defeating the enemies and leveling up your characters, ascending more, getting more hero souls, and it's an infinite game basically. But you just, the point is to just keep making progress and see how powerful you can get. Now, there are some like kind of challenges in here too that you can work on. Some of them are reaching a certain amount of damage per second. Some of them are clicking a certain number of times in a second. And there's other stuff that I have yet to explain, which I should probably get to some of those tabs. So, over here we have what are called relics. These are items that you pick up. I think the initial way that you get them is by like just clearing levels past number 100. Then there's a chance at one. These will pretty much just add levels automatically to your ancients here, just by having the relic available. You get up to 4 relics that you can actually, you know, assign and equip. And you can, any that you don't want equipped, you can recycle or put them in the junk pile or whatever. Those give you forge cores, which you use to level up the relics. Now over here, we have what are called mercenaries. These are basically minions that you hire out to do stuff for you. You get all sorts of different quests for them to do of different lengths. From, I think, as short as 5 minutes to as long as 2 days. See, and now I'm kind of in the way of that. Give me a sec to move the webcam again. And these can be, once it's done, it could activate some of the abilities that I mentioned, being all the way off to the left there. They could get you rubies, which is kind of like the premium game currency. You can spend those on some of these things, like the auto clickers, or more relics, or basically more hero souls, different kinds of things like that. You also can use rubies to revive any mercenaries if they die in the middle of, you know, doing their missions. And different mercenaries will specialize a bit in getting different kinds of things. Like, John, all the way down here, specializes in getting gold. This next one up, McNeeby? I don't know. Can get you more rubies. Some of them recruit other mercenaries quicker. You've got a maximum of 5, though. 5 mercenaries. So I'm just going to go ahead and assign some of these. Yeah, you can also get relics this way. Ultimately, that's where you end up getting the most relics when all is said and done, probably. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one the Hero Soul quest. You give more gold, so I'll give you that one. You also give more gold, so I'll give you this one. I generally tend towards the longer quests, because I don't necessarily come back to this game all the time. in and amongst all these different ways to level up and all that, and get stronger, you also, you know, sorry, couple other things. The relics are permanent, like, permanently permanent, and I'll get to why I say that in a bit. And I believe the mercenaries are too. Ancients are semi-permanent. Heroes are definitely not. Auto-clickers are permanent. These skills over here are not, because they kind of come from the heroes. Now, the whole semi-permanent thing I mentioned because of this tab right here. Beyond the regular ascension thing that gives you, you know, hero souls that power you up, or that you can buy things with which to power up. There's also transcending, which is kind of a step beyond that. It resets, like, the universe, you might say, and gives you ancient souls, which you can use to boost these characters here, which I think they call them outsiders. Pretty sure there's a reference there, but yeah, the thing is, when you transcend, you lose the ancients, and you have to start that all over again. So it's like you're doubly starting over, but with extra rewards from one of these, which are like even more powerful boosts to your characters in that world and different things like that. Like some of these even affect the ancients, which is why it takes a higher level reset to be able to power these guys up. But yeah, aside from that, it's pretty much just your basic, you know, click the enemies, make progress, get money, get stronger, ascend to get even stronger than that, transcend to get even stronger than that, and that's kind of the general lowdown of clicker heroes for you. And again, if you played games like Tap Titans, Cookie Clicker, any of the other, like, clicking or tapping games, they work pretty similarly. This is just one that I've played a fair bit, and actually for quite a long time, all things considered, especially if you count the time I used to play it on my computer on, like, a website. But it's free on probably all platforms. I know it's free on Xbox here, probably free if it's in the PlayStation or Nintendo eShops. I know it's free online if you can still find a website that has it. Pretty sure it's free on mobile. Now, you can pay real-world money to get, like, the rubies and stuff here, but it's not necessary. I wouldn't bother with it personally, but you can if you want. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Trying to remember how to look at... There are also, like, skins for the auto-clickers. These you also have to buy, I think. Yeah. And it's sending me to the shop there, which I don't want to do. Yeah, those you have to buy separately as well. But otherwise, totally free game. Easy one to just kind of have on in the background while you're doing other things. Okay, a couple other things before I wrap this up. Number one, as I showed at the beginning, this game is rated E10+. Technically, there's like some alcohol reference, and I guess maybe a little bit of blood if you have like the enemy animations going when they die, but it's nothing too bad, in my opinion. But just so you're aware, it's generally okay for most ages, but maybe not like real young. Also, real important thing to know about this game, this is what is known as an idle game, IDLE. Meaning, it kind of plays itself even while you're not directly playing it. Like, while the game isn't open, it still will, like, earn gold for you. So, like, if something's taking a while and you're getting bored with it, you can stop that, play or do something else, come back to it later, and you'll have more gold than you left with, and you'll be able to level up heroes again and do other stuff like that. So, very important thing to know about this game, because otherwise, like, you'll be sitting there waiting for things to happen way longer than you need to. Don't do that to yourself. But, anyway, alright, that is officially all I have about Clicker Heroes. So, as always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell if you're looking for more videos of mine as I post them. That's, of course, if you're on YouTube. If you see this anywhere else, give me a follow or whatever you got to do for that platform. I do some live streams on YouTube and Twitch. They're both the same, running simultaneously. Maybe a slightly different experience, but anyway, look down in the description for info on links to other social media pages and all that kind of stuff. And, of course, leave comments down below with any thoughts you have on this game, other games you might want me to do a playthrough of, or at least a review of, or anything like that. No guarantees I'll get to them anytime real soon, but I can at least, you know, put it on my radar. But anyway, alright. So, that's all I got for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another video, but whatever the case is, till next time, stay cool, people.